Hi everybody, thank you for watching this video today. This video is about being a vegan and loving the animals. And this is a subject that's very close to my heart. And the reason that I'm making this video today is because there was some Facebook activity last night that I was looking at. Some people were commenting on a certain post, and this particular post was of people, hunters, hunting animals, and I'm not sure if they I'm sure some of them eat some of the animals, but I understand from this particular Facebook page that hunting is considered a sport, and I felt that I was very in the dark, in a sense, about things that were going on. I mean, I knew these things were going on, but I never knew how many people were actually into this. So this particular page had so many likes that I was astonished, and the comments by some of the people who were for the hunting and stuff like this, I was shocked. But I was also shocked by the people who were opposed to the killing of these animals, because activism and anger and things of that nature aren't really going to change these things on the planet. That's not how we come about and create change in our consciousness and in the world. So it seemed that the people against it were very angry and were very mean. And the people for it, they were killing like lions and bears, and it just made me really upset, the whole idea of this. So, and like I said, I'm not into activism or anything like that, because I feel it's an inside job. We individually have to make changes in our lives to create the whole, to change. And getting angry about it, protesting, all of these tactics don't really work. What works is changing our own way of being. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. You may notice that on your spiritual path, as you awaken, you may find that you'd like to change some things in your diet, dietary changes. Now, I've been studying diet since I was 21, when I recognized that my mental state could be linked to the foods that I was eating. And actually, I remember being a little girl and having digestive issues and stuff like that. But of course, when you're little, you have no idea what's going on. And then when I was 21, I found I think I really started my spiritual awakening about when I was 21, but I didn't at all know what it was. Instead, I felt very crazy. And that was me kind of purging some of the mental illness that's in my own family. However, I decided to get a book, and the book was about nutrition and mental illness, and the links to vitamin deficiency and mineral deficiency, and how that applies to mental illness. So I read that, and then I went on to go to school to be a holistic dietitian. So I'm very informed and aware of proper diet. Along with that comes the big issue of, is it humane to eat meat, or is it humane to drink milk from a cow when cow's milk is meant for baby cows in regular nature? As an evolved conscious human being, if you were to just be in nature, you would probably eat the plants, you would eat seeds and nuts and stuff like that. So it could be that you may, kill some kind of animal and eat that, but the point I'm trying to make here is that we are evolving. We're a very conscious species. So in being so, and as we elevate our spiritual awareness and our way of being, we no longer need those same foods. So I've heard lots of arguments over the years that I'm this blood type, or um, I my ancestors ate meat, and so therefore my body is set up to eat meat. Now, all of those are valid, um, you know, arguments. However, our whole bodies are changing. Our consciousness is changing. We're rising up into a new way of being. And as we're doing that, we're letting go of some of the old ways. That's the point of spiritual awakening. Another thing that we've been blinded by through the news, the media, the government, the food pyramid, whatever you want to call it, is fruits and vegetables have more vitamins and minerals in them than other foods do. In fact, vegetables are very high in protein and calcium and all of these things that the government's claiming regular or the regular standard American diet is very high in. In fact, it's creating illnesses, cancer, heart disease, and stuff of this nature. So our diets need to change as we evolve, as our consciousness rises. So you might even, I've heard people say, "Oh yeah, too." Also, sorry, this is a subject that's very emotional for me, and I stayed up really late last night because when I just had to really feel my emotions surrounding this, because it's a heated topic. People have eaten a certain way all their lives, and when it comes to food and changing, making changes in the diet, this can be something that brings up a lot of stuff. So that's understandable. And so I just want to bring it to your awareness of exactly what's happening and the reality, so that you can be educated and know and make your own decisions on this. So I've heard, oh yeah, the plants are hurting too when you eat them. And I was actually thinking about that yesterday when I was preparing some food, some vegetables. I was actually peeling a parsnip. So to make some parsnip pistachio rice for raw sushi that I was making, raw vegan sushi. Anyway, I was like, wow, this must hurt the parsnip. So that's true, okay? There's truth to that. Now, as we expand and evolve past this point, so we're evolving past, animal cruelty, eating animals, drinking milk from animals, which makes zero sense at all anyway. And our bodies change along with that, and we learn to evolve and grow and assimilate and process those things. Then we will grow into the next step of whatever that is. If that is being fueled completely on love at a certain point, then we'll be there. We're not there yet. So we're barely to the point where, people are becoming aware of the advantages of eating a vegan diet and the advantages of not hurting other beings on the planet, animals. The way that the animals are treated in order to get meat and dairy into the store is very, very bad. Now, when an animal is treated bad, even if it's sustainable, really, there's an animal, and then, you kill this animal, and then you eat it, and then it's in your body. It's just the whole thinking process of this is not conducive to a higher consciousness. Now, I may get some, arguments on that, and that's fine. Like I said, I've been in this lifestyle for over 10 years, where I don't eat animal products. So that's why when I saw this on Facebook, my mind was just kind of like, because I surround myself with these types of things, this kind of information, and I'm just feeling like more people are becoming this, and they are, because a lot of the people that I speak with, a lot of people going through spiritual awakenings, are transitioning into a new diet. Now that takes some time. You don't want to ever be hard on yourself. However, it's something you need to be aware of and start questioning and research for yourself truth, the real information. You know, is animal meat the only way that you can get your protein? Does being a vegan mean you just have to eat celery and carrot sticks? No. Some of the best chefs that I've seen ever, some of the best gourmet chefs are raw vegan chefs. The information's there. The information is online. We have information to everything at our fingertips. Having, you know, the internet. This is a wonderful time to make, you know, great changes in how we go about being in the world and being in our everyday, you know, living circumstances. We have the ability to raise our vibration. And another thing is when you do become a vegan or you do become a raw vegan, you automatically shift your whole vibration into a higher octave. You become gentler, you become calmer, you become in a state of a higher frequency. So I've personally gone 22 days without eating, and not in a way that I was starving myself, but fasting for spiritual purposes. And you know, and I've done many of those fasts. And I do know that when you do fast like that, you kind of elevate yourself and you go a little bit too high up, which isn't always a good idea if you're trying to, you know, really ground yourself and stay, you know, in the now with other physical beings. But sometimes it could be a good idea. So you have to find the balance. What's balanced for you? And there is a way to eat a raw vegan diet where you can stay very grounded. You know, it's a whole new way of life. So you have to research it and you have to understand it fully. But you get not only the vitamins and minerals and the protein and calcium that you need, you get an overabundance of that. You get whatever was lacking in the foods that you were eating prior. A lot of vegetarians and vegans go into this lifestyle and then they eat like a lot of bread only or pasta. And that's not the way to do it. You have to be educated. You have to know what you're doing so that you can be healthy. Anyway, I just wanted to make a video about this to give you my, you know, my viewpoint on this. I definitely don't think that killing other animals for fun or even to eat is a good idea. It's not in alignment with what we're moving towards. And whatever your blood type, whatever your ancestry, that's understandable because that's what I learned as a dietitian, that you have to take these factors into consideration. But then as I've moved forward in my own spiritual work and my own spiritual path, I've recognized how our actual physical bodies have shifted into a higher vibration as these higher spiritual energies have merged with our physical bodies. And we just have to move forward into that. So that's what we're doing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you all and have a great day.